Look, you all know what this is about. You looked at the title of this video and said, hey, that looks entertaining. That's what's wrong with the world today. That is what's wrong with it. You all just want to see people suffer. And on today's pick of the day, I'm the one who's got to suffer today, just for your amusement. Well, let's not waste time then. This is what you want to see. You want to see me suffer? Fine. Let's get right to it. This is me suffering through Twilight.
Sparkle, 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 sparkle.
You're entering a realm of teenage girl fandom. A realm where horrendous acting and terrible special effects are the norm. A realm where the strong, independent woman has been replaced by a girl driven by stupidity. Your next stop is the Twilight Saga.
Sparkle, 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 sparkle.
My reluctance, I believe, needs a little bit of elaboration. You see, I do not have a favorable opinion of Twilight because, unlike many people, I have read the book, To the Eternal Shame and Damnation of My Masculinity. Yes, I read it from cover to cover. I even made a review of it. I made a review of the book just last week. You don't need to go see it. You don't have to go see it if you don't want to, but if you didn't, here's the highlight. Here's what I thought of the book. It's so horrible. I can't do it. I don't want to read again. Yes, it was so bad that I went Oedipus Rex on my eyes. And, here I am again. Ready to do it all over again. So, without further ado...
Wait, gentlemen, stop!
Tomato cake?
You can't go into this movie expecting it to fail. It's like eating potatoes raw. That's why you need someone like me to counterbalance your cynicism while you review this wonderful movie.
Wait, you like this movie?
Well, yes.
That means Rotten Tomatoes likes this movie?
Indubitably.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna have to look that up.
No, there's no time for that. We have to get this review underway.
Do, we have to do it?
Yes.
Fine, let's get this over with. Let's take a bite out of Twilight. So the movie begins with an opening monologue by our protagonist, Kristen Stewart.
Her name's Bella Swan.
Yeah, but Kristen Stewart's obviously not invested in her performance, so she's just playing Kristen Stewart.
Well, how do you know that Kristen Stewart's personality isn't exactly like Bella's, and so by not being invested, she's really just a method actor?
Fine, an opening monologue by Bella Stewart. Happy?
Yep.
I'd never given much thought to how I would die. But dying in the place of someone I love seems like a good way to go.
But no sooner does she say that when we see the death of a poor, innocent deer.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's just too funny. I can just see the cameraman chasing after the deer shouting, "Don't run! Don't run! Cameraman just wants to hug you!" So after the cameraman gives the deer a hug of death, we actually get to see her Blandis herself still monologuing.
I would miss Phoenix. I'd miss the heat. I would miss my loving.
Sheesh, talk about over-narrating. She makes Spider-Man seem concise.
Who am I? I'm Spider-Man, given a job to do. And I'm Peter Parker.
So after a Southwest product placement, Bella arrives in Forks, Washington to stay with her dad.
Your hair's longer.
Cut it since the last time I saw you.
Oh. Guess it grew out again.
Is that supposed to show that she's a bad daughter because she barely talks to him, or he's a bad father for not knowing how long her hair is?
Hey, at least he tries to be nice. Look at this next scene and tell me she tries to be a good daughter.
Sales lady picked up the bed stuff. You like purple, right?
Purple's cool. Thanks.
Well, maybe she doesn't like purple.
Or maybe she's just a soulless, pouty witch who doesn't care about anything besides herself.
That's possible too. We then meet Jacob, a friend of Bella's, who she hasn't seen in a long time, and then we just as quickly forget him because the focus shifts on how Bella's dad is kind enough to pick out a car for Bella to go to school.
Wait. She arrives that day and she has to go to school? Someone needs to plan their itinerary better.
Thanks for interrupting me.
No problem.
Anyways, she goes to school and continues to monologue.
My first day at a new school. It's March, middle of the semester.
Oh, come on, stop narrating! It's so boring! It's just exposition!
Bella arrives at school where apparently everyone knows who Bella is.
You're Isabel Swan, the new girl.
You're, Isabella.
Okay, that's totally unrealistic. How can everybody know who she is the moment she's arrived there? She's only just gotten to the school!
Well, I for one disagree. I'm always swarmed by people desperate to meet me when I step outside, particularly girls.
Oh yeah, because girls are always interested in geeks living in their mother's basements.
Hey, I don't live in my mother's basement.
Harold! Don't forget to put away your toys! And don't forget to put away your clean underwear before Jeremy arrives for your playdate!
Mother! Can we move on, please?
Okay.
Hey, you're from Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Aren't people from Arizona supposed to be, like, really tan?
Yeah. Maybe that's why they kicked me out.
That's so funny.
And you've got low standards for what makes good humor. But somehow the awkward joke makes them all friends because the plot demands it? After that, Bella goes to her biology class where we get our first realistic reaction to her arrival. Yes, struggling not to throw up is exactly how I would feel after seeing Kristen Stewart for the first time.
No, don't you see? That's a surefire way to get a girlfriend.
What? That's stupid!
But obviously it works, since that's Edward, and they end up together anyways.
That's Edward Cullen? That's the vampire that Bella's supposed to fall in love with? Whoa! Creeper! That's a creeper face!
Save yourself. Children and geeks first.
Whew. At least we don't have to see that, not again! How many times are you gonna show that he's creepy?
You may want to have that alarm on standby, gentlemen. It happens a lot.
And you like this movie still? Even with the oblique creepiness?
Well, yes. You see, the creepy factor is played up to the point of being almost hilarious.
Yeah, the keyword is almost.
Anyways, a week later.
Wait, a week later? Did I miss something?
You were too busy being freaked out by the creepiness.
Oh, so what did I miss?
Apparently Edward hasn't shown up for a whole week and that makes Bella all sad.
Why? She should be rejoicing the creepiness is over. That'd be the smart thing to do.
This is Bella we're talking about.
True, that would be giving her too much credit.
Anyways, she goes to her biology class again a week later and suddenly finds Edward there. And this time, he actually talks to her.
So you're enjoying the rain? What?
You're asking me about the weather?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Okay, Tomato Geek, I can't tell which one is making the scene awkward. Is it the creepy guy or the pouty girl?
Pouty girl.
Really? You sure?
Kristen Stewart makes everything awkward.
eyes were black the last time I saw you, and they're like golden brown.
Yeah, I know. It's the fluorescence.
That's right, leave! Because we all know that the best way to make someone suspicious is to walk out in the middle of a conversation for no apparent reason.
Well, get this. Apparently it's not supposed to be creepy that Edward is staring at Bella from his car and is able to move across the whole parking lot to save her, without anyone except her noticing.
Really? No one? Come on, someone's gotta have seen that. Dude, look, that girl's gonna get crushed by that truck over there. Whoa, she's alright, it's amazing! Isn't that great, Edward? Edward? How did you get over there? Why are you running? But apparently no one did see the totally awkward creeper go zip across the parking lot to smash in a car with his bare hands, so that means it's up to Bella to get answers.
What?
How did you get over to me so fast?
I was standing right next to you.
Hey, come on, seriously? Are you going to do that for every single one of those moments?
Hey, it's not my fault that people need to realize that if someone acts like Edward does, they are a creepy person and you need to run away. It's just a public service announcement for the people who don't understand that.
I was standing right next to you, Bella.
No. You were next to your car.
Can't you just thank me and get over it?
Thank you.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
No.
Well, then I hope you enjoy disappointment.
Yes, just walk away from the conversation again, because as you've already shown, that's the best way to avoid answering questions, and preventing other ones.
The creeper alarm!
What happened?
That scene was just so creepy, it broke the creeper alarm!
Oh, good. I mean, too bad. That's a horrible loss.
Look, I can't believe that Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie more than 30%. I need to go and look that up. Really, it's bugging me.
But hey, look, they're on a field trip. How creepy can he be out there?
You at least watch where you walk.
Extremely.
Look, I'm sorry I'm being rude all the time.
But she's rude too. I mean, they're stuck in an endless cycle of rude. I mean, listen to this.
Bella, we shouldn't be friends.
You really should have figured that out a little earlier. I mean, why didn't you just let the van crush me and save yourself all this regret?
Unfortunately, that's what the entire audience is wondering.
Hey, the push, baby. You in?
The Push Beach down in the Quileute Res. We're all going tomorrow.
Okay, I'll go if you stop saying that, okay?
Seriously, dude. It's creepy, man.
What? That's...
Oh good, some normal interaction without yeah!
Hey, look, it's the book cover.
That's not important.
Hey, you're the one nitpicking this movie. If you just let go, you'd see it for what it truly is.
Hey, I do see it for what it is. Lame.
I only said it'd be better if we weren't friends, not that I didn't want to be.
What does that mean?
It means if you were smart, you'd stay away from me.
But she's not.
Okay, well, let's say for argument's sake that I'm not smart.
You know, do we even need to review this? I mean, they're making all the arguments for us.
You know, we only need one of us at this point. You crack on, Lord Bean. I'll be back when it gets good.
Wait, what? Where are you going?
I'm going to get myself a girlfriend using my innate Edward Cullen charm. Laters.
Anyways, Bella decides it's time to get some answers by listing her theories.
I have considered radioactive spiders and kryptonite.
It's all superhero stuff, right? What if I'm not the hero? What if I'm the bad guy?
You're not.
Hey, look at that face and tell me he's not creepy. At least I'm willing to warn you about it. After going to the beach, they are joined by some of the Native Americans, including Jacob. Oh yeah, he's in this movie. and she learned something shocking.
The Cullens don't come here.
Of course not, they're antisocial. You saw them at the school just sitting by themselves.
What did your friends mean about, the Cullens don't come here?
Okay, did you know Quileutes are supposedly descended from wolves?
So what's the story about the Cullens?
Well, they're supposedly descended from this, enemy clan. We made a treaty with them. If they promised to stay off Quileute lands, then we wouldn't expose what they really were.
Well, what are they really?
It's just a story, Bella.
This gets Bella curious, so she Googles books about the legends she just heard. Why not just Google the information? Luckily, there's a book at a nearby bookstore and she goes to pick it up. But apparently there's a competition to see who can be creepier than Edward as 4 guys begin harassing Bella.
Whoa, where are you going?
Oh no! See, this is why you avoid the people who look at you creepily! Speaking of creepy, look who's here!
Get in the car. We should go back there and rip those guys' heads off.
No, you shouldn't.
You don't know the vile, repulsive things they're thinking.
Okay, I know Bella just admitted a little bit ago that she's not very smart, but I think even she knows what they were thinking. But apparently saving her life means they're friends and can go out to eat. And this time, Bella wants answers.
So, you gotta give me some answers.
1.77245.
I don't want to know what the square root of pi is.
You knew that?
Yes! I didn't miss it!
Miss what?
The best line in the entire movie!
Okay. Where were you?
Out staring at girls. One of them started to call the cops, so I ran away.
Oh, good to know there's still hope for the world.
I feel very protective of you. I was trying to keep a distance unless you needed my help, and then I heard what those lowlifes were thinking.
Yes, because as we all know, vampires are psychic.
I can read every mind in this room. And then you, nothing.
Is there something wrong with me?
I got so many answers to that question, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Oh, come on, keep an open mind on this.
Open mind? For Twilight?
Yeah, sure. See, I can read the minds of everybody watching this video. They're open to what this movie has to offer. And then you? Nothing.
Why? Because my mind is so closed?
No. Because you don't have a mind.
Walked right into that one.
Yes, you did. But another shocking revelation awaits when Bella actually touches his hand on the way home.
Your hand is so cold.
Okay, to recap. He's paler than even me, he's incredibly fast, he stares at her creepily, and now he's got cold hands?
Hello! He's a vampire!
It's okay. She starts to put it all together.
Yeah, after doing what she should have a long time ago, Googling the information instead of books about the information. And then she passes right over the region of the world that most directly correlates to her situation to see Egyptian myths. Seriously, I've seen grade school students research more efficiently than she does.
This leads to her confronting Edwards again about her findings.
I know what you are.
Say it. Out loud. Say it.
Is the cameraman drunk? Seriously, panorama shots and random turning of the camera does not create tension. It just distracts everyone. I know what you are. Say it. Out loud.
Say it. Out loud. Say it. 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 Say it
What's Mark doing over there? Mark, we're trying to shoot a scene here. You're kind of distracting us.
At last she says the word everybody's been waiting for and figures out within the first few minutes of seeing Edward.
Vampire.
You need to see what I look like in the sunlight.
Wow, I've never been so impressed by special effects before. These running effects are definitely up there with the list of great effects. Gollum from Lord of the Rings, dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, Edward running in Twilight. I'm shocked they didn't win an Oscar for these.
And Edward's big secret? He's covered in glitter.
You're beautiful.
Beautiful. This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
It does not matter.
I wanted to kill you. I've never wanted a human's blood so much in my life.
I trust you.
She's an idiot!
Totally moronic.
She deserves to die!
Bite her in the neck and suck the female leech dry.
Wait, why are we agreeing?
It's indisputably true.
There's something you're not telling me, isn't it?
Hey, watch the movie. Yeah? It's good.
Okay, well, if you are still in your seat watching this flick, you might be surprised to see that there's actually a commercial break in the middle.
Tired of hanging out with the normal crowd of people who know you without an introduction? Do you want your own personal creeper boyfriend so you can go do creeper things together? Do you want to be like him so that way you sparkle in the sunlight like a tube of glitter was spilled on your face? Then Vampsera is for you. Because God knows you're stupid enough to try it. Vampsera, for fools who want to be vampires.
About 3 things I was absolutely positive. First, Edward was a vampire. Second, there was a part of him, and I didn't know how dominant that part might be, that thirsted for my blood. And third, I was unconditionally and irrevocably in love with him.
And the audience is also positive about 3 things. 1, you're stupid. 2, Edward is creepy. And 3, this movie is terrible.
Aha!
What?
I knew you couldn't really like this movie. You just said it was terrible.
Of course. That's why I like it.
What?
You see, it's so bad that it's a joy to watch. This is why so many people like these movies. It's because it's so bad.
And that's why Rotten Tomatoes likes this movie?
Of course.
I think you're lying to me. I'm really gonna look it up this time.
But wait, look at this scene. This is just where Edward explains that he and his family are vegetarian vampires because they drink animal blood instead of human blood.
Yeah, but if you think about that, it makes no sense. That's almost the exact opposite of what a vegetarian is. Anyway, Edward decides it's time to bring Bella to meet the rest of his family. Okay, was that really necessary? If nothing else, it just reminds us how bad the special effects are.
Indubitably.
Let me guess, you enjoyed that.
Yes, because
it was so bad.
Yes, indubitably. And there's most of the family, none of who you really need to know. The only one you really need to know is...
Hi, Bella. I'm Alice.
You know, I gotta give her points for creativity. If I was to enter a room awesomely, that's how I do it. Congrats for giving us one cool character in this movie! Turns out that Alice can see the future sometimes, meaning when it's convenient for the plot, and that makes her the most useful of the family.
Edward leads Bella to his room for a more private chat.
No bed?
Well, at least we know where her mind is.
Look, you don't need to add the afterwards to make it awkward.
That's what she said.
But no sooner do they actually get to the room when Edward decides, hey, let's get out of here.
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
What's the stupidest nickname ever?
Indubitably! That is one of the stupidest things ever. I mean, this whole scene is not necessary. It's just to show off the whole special effects of running again and have the camera get drunk and spin around some more.
Tell me everything.
Cut to the next night where... Whoa! That's creepy. Where's your creepy flag?
Mama, can I talk to you later?
Come on, we gotta talk boys. Are you being safe?
No, she's not! Oh my god! Oh my god!
How did you get in here?
The window?
Do you do that a lot?
Just the past couple of months. I like watching you sleep.
Yeah! Can't this soon get any creepier?
Just did.
She's barely dressed!
Go! Just go! Next scene! Next scene!
Edward and Bella then go to play baseball with Edward's family. But we know the real reason this scene is here is because the movie needs to hammer in the fact that the special effects are terrible.
No, they have it in there because it was in the book.
I know. It's the climax of the book. Trust me, I read it. It made me go Oedipus Rex on my eye. What?
It made you want to. You and your mother.
God, no! What is wrong with you?
You just said...
I meant that I went Oedipus Rex on my eyes.
Oh, well, this is awesome.
Let's just move on, please! But no sooner is the game underway when the party is crashed by 3 other vampires.
So, could you use 3 more players?
And get ready for a dramatically convenient wind in 3, 2.
You brought a snack.
So, apparently, smelling humans turns vampires into orcs. Never saw that coming.
I think it best if you leave. I can see the game is over. We'll go now.
Well, crisis averted.
Or is it?
James is a tracker. The hunt is his obsession. He's never gonna stop.
What should we do?
So, the best idea is to, of course, get Bella away from home. But what about her dad? Is she just going to leave him behind?
Oh no, it's so much worse.
Why? How can it be worse?
She's going to go home, cut out his heart, and then leave him behind. Metaphorically speaking.
Bella, come on, I just got you back.
Yeah, and you know, if I don't get out now, then I'm just gonna be stuck here like Mom.
Why did she do that? That was unnecessarily cruel.
You're asking why Bella, the pouty witch, would do something so needlessly cruel as...
Okay. You've made your point.
The vampire family splits up. Some go to lead James astray, while others guard Bella on the way to Phoenix. Oh, and the whole vampire sparkle in the sunlight thing is also brought in only when it's convenient, apparently, since the sun is clearly shining in these shots.
Oh, let it go, gentlemen.
No, if they went to all the trouble to actually bring it up in the movie and explain that they sparkle in sunlight, despite how ridiculous it is, then, there's no excuse for them not to be sparkling here. Suddenly, Alice gets a vision of the future and draws what she sees, which turns out to be a place that Bella knows.
Okay, so the course that the tracker's on now is gonna lead him to a ballet studio?
You've been here?
I took lessons as a kid.
Bella doing ballet? I can't see it. Didn't she say at the beginning?
Yeah, I'm good. Ice doesn't really help the uncoordinated.
Hey, stop nitpicking the movie. It's almost done.
Mom, are you there?
Forks High School doesn't protect its students' privacy very well.
Don't touch her! Don't just...
You can still save her.
Where should I meet you?
How about your old ballet studio?
I'd never given much thought to how I would die. But dying in the place of someone I love seems like a good way to go.
Okay, now that I see where the lines at the start of the movie actually belong in the movie, I still have to ask why. Why is it such a big deal? I mean, why not choose a different boyfriend? Someone safer that she's known for more than just 1 or 2 months at the most. I mean, seriously, her logic does not make sense here. Where she's gonna go sacrifice herself now because she wants to be with Edward and being with Edward.
Hey, don't question her logic.
Did you just use my own catchphrase against me?
I sure did. After all, you did tell me to stop nitpicking, so why don't you?
Because this is not nitpicking, it's legitimate complaining!
Whatever. Bella shows up and finds out that her mother is not there. Real shocker. So James starts to beat her up, when who should show up but Lord Creepy himself.
I'm sorry.
Wow, this series is even shorter than I thought. I thought it took 4 books for her to get bitten and turn into a vampire.
Edward and James struggle some more, and then the rest of the vampire family shows up.
Whoa! Definitely my favorite character. She's awesome. Like, why can't the movie be about her?
Because then the movie might be good.
True, true.
My head is burning!
It's the venom.
Is it sad that he doesn't sound more concerned?
Well, that's what happens when you make a vampire out of a zombie. They don't have the ability to feel emotions. So Edward sucks the venom out, and we get flashes of scenes from earlier in the movie because the movie thinks it's symbolic and it wants to remind us how bad the last 2 hours were. And then we see Bella in the hospital, where Edward is waiting. But, out of concern for her, he tells her,
Bella, you gotta go to Jacksonville, so I can't hurt you anymore.
How? I don't even know what you're saying. How? What are you talking about? You want me to go away?
I know.
We can't be apart. You can't leave me.
and that works. I have no idea why, but it works.
Well, that's just because you're not a romantic person. You have to prescribe to the Edward Cullen's art of seduction to see that he's just stringing her along. And it works, since she and Edward go to prom together.
Yeah, but shouldn't there be some sort of tie-in to the next movie? Something that will tie everything together?
Bella.
Oh, hey, Jacob. You're in this movie.
My dad paid me to come talk to you.
Because that's the only way anybody would ever want to talk to the pouty witch.
He wants you to break up with your boyfriend.
Okay, well, tell him thanks.
Okay.
Jacob. Take her, man.
Guess I'll see you around, Bella.
And thus the beginning of the love triangle of stupidity begins, and is ready to continue in New Moon. So Edward and Bella dance, and Edward acts like he's about to bite her, and then decides not to.
Probably a good thing, since her screams of pain would probably draw everyone out to them, and the movie ends with the female vampire watching them. And not a moment too soon. Gosh, this movie was... It was
what?
It was terribly good. While far from a great movie, there is a laughably bad charm about it. The acting is terrible, the characters... if you don't know by now, there's no hope for you.
And let's face it, the special effects are worse than some of the ones seen in Gentleman's Voice reviews.
Yeah, but I'm the sole editor and filmer for these reviews, so that's my excuse. Here, there's no excuse.
Also, while it is still enjoyable, it's only fun if you're watching it with someone who loves to tear it apart as much as you do. I can't imagine watching it alone.
But the problem I'm still having with this movie is that the Rotten Tomatoes thinks it's good. I mean, I can't see the critics agreeing with me that it's a terribly good movie. But now that the movie's done, I'm gonna go take a look and see what they actually say.
No, gentlemen, you can't look at that.
What's going on?
It turns out that the police found out where I'm staying. They are the ones who the girl from earlier called, they, want me to come out and turn myself in.
Oh! Well, is there, anything I can do?
Actually, yes.
I was just asking to be polite. I didn't really mean...
No, I just need you to tell them that I'm not a creeper.
I can't do that.
What do you mean?
Well, I can't say that you're not creepy because you keep showing up randomly in all my videos, despite the fact that I don't even tell you when I'm doing them. And, in all honesty, lying to the police is where I draw the morally gray line.
Hey, come on! You were willing to pulverize that internet critique earlier this month. You should stoop to murder, but not to misinforming the police?
Pretty much, yes.
Fine, but I'm not giving up without a fight. I'll avenge this someday, gentlemen.
Well, while he's gone, I'm actually going to take the chance to look up whether or not he's lying about Rotten Tomatoes liking this movie. So, thank you for watching, cheerio, and farewell. Ha! I know he was lying! 49% of the critics like it, the rest hate it! Ha! I knew he was a phony!
That's because you're not a romantic person. You have to prescribe to the Edward Cullen art of suggestion. Suggestion? Seduction? One more try.